Dubai is a parody of the 21st century. That's been getting recommended to me every day. I'm assuming that's the same for all of you then. Let's see.
When we hear the word Dubai, most of us picture towering skyscrapers, immense wealth, police with Lamborghinis, seven-star hotels, with the absolute cream of society.
I did not know police got Lamborghinis. That's kind of fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. The cop that pulls you over is just fucking loaded. Wild.
Inside them. Also the Palm Islands, the World Islands, the Burj Khalifa, the Burj Al Arab.
Execute sub-enchanting and the resub Phantom and Schnoz.
So in light of all that, I'm here to make the case
and yeah,
that
I've seen
Dubai,
that, sis.
the Emirates, and the Gulf countries in general are one of the worst places on the planet.
Whoa.
Now, this is a rather bold claim, I realize, but it's one that I can substantiate fully. So let's take a look at what's really behind the glitz and glamour, the true face of Dubai and the Gulf countries.
Money. It's a lot of money.
To understand what's going on in a place like Dubai, first let's talk about
There's a big O and Pyro.
In the decades following World War II, Bucharest, the capital, came to face the same problem as many Eastern European capitals did at the time. As urbanization increased and huge residential areas were built out, the need arose for new, high-capacity public transportation. And so Nicolae Ceausescu, the dictator of Romania back in the day, gave out the order to construct a metro line. And so the engineers created a line proposal and presented it to him. And then Ceausescu was like, "No, I will design the route personally." And so the former shoemaker assistant, who also called himself the genius of the Carpathians, I am not making this up, sat down and redesigned the entire metro line to have it run along the river.
Have you seen Big O? I think so.
Yes, along. But Nicolae Ceausescu's wife, Elena Ceausescu, a former textile factory worker, also got her fair share of planning. Reportedly, when the planners presented the final version of the metro line to the Ceausescu couple, Elena Ceausescu reportedly asked why the metro would stop inside the inner city at Piața Romana.
And this all ties into Dubai?
The planners told her there aren't any factories, but there is the Bucharest University of Economics where there are lots of students. Hearing that, Elena Ceausescu reportedly said, "Students? They've gotten fat. They grew a belly. They should walk. No station at Romana, let them walk." And so, since Nicolae Ceausescu added nothing to that and nobody else dared to oppose his wife, the station was axed from the plans.
Damn,
but of course, everyone outside of the dictator power couple knew that this was fucking stupid. And so the engineers, having enough foresight, decided to build the station in secret, banking on the fact that they would need to build a station there anyway due to future public pressure. And they were correct. The end result was this ridiculous and dangerously narrow station, since the engineers couldn't build a normal station hall, since they had to disguise their little secret project as regular tunnel boring. And so the moral of the story is, smooth brain dictator plus construction equals dumb shit. And boy,
pretty cool though.
Segue this is to the video's actual subject, Dubai.
Yeah, what did that have to do with Dubai? It just seemed like a really shitty subway.
The city of Dubai is a fucking joke. It's a tasteless parody of everything wrong with modern humanity. And so why do I say that? Let's go through it, shall we?
Thanks, Sub-Legionnaires.
Now,
learning more about my country. Are you from Dubai?
I have already talked about the Burj Khalifa. It's a big dumb tower of glass and steel stuck in the middle of the desert, serving no other purpose than a petrodollar-fueled dick measuring contest. And the building even has its own poem about itself. Like seriously, how pretentious can you get?
I am the life force of collective aspirations and the aesthetic union of many cultures. I see.
Oh, this is so sweet though.
What the hell is that noise? Oh no, it's the poop trucks. Yeah, did you know that the Burj Khalifa isn't connected to its sewage system? So every single day a huge line of poop trucks have to queue up next to the building and suck out all the poop.
So it's like a fucking RV? Wait, are you... Why... What? Hold on, I have to fact check that. I'll just do septic trucks. Oh my god. Why? Exit Prime, Flux, Waffle, and Psychonaut. Yeah, they're transporting 7 million grams of shit a day. Why did they measure that in grams? Or 7 tons. And that's only shit, that's not even pee-pee. That's fucking wild. That's so much shit. Thanks to the resub Gigas and Showtime.
So, Amar's ambition and Dubai's shining dream included the world's tallest skyscraper but not a sewer system. And besides, I've talked about this before in the skyscrapers video, there's actually not much point to building a skyscraper. Like, the only situation where it might make sense is when you're physically out of space. But trust me, Dubai does not have this problem, which ties into the next suspect.
Look how cool that is though, that's awesome. That looks cool. Thanks to Prime Westy and Nerd.
Dubai's Palm Islands are the OG symbols of the city. The construction of the first one, the Palm Jumeirah, started in 2001, if you can believe that. And according to Google's satellite images, it's still not finished. It's still getting built out. And just for good measure, let's take a look at what they
Nature is
actually built
amazing.
here. I mean,
Nature
these
didn't
things
make
do
this.
look nice
They
from
made
space,
this.
But what are they really, from up close and personal?
These are man-made.
Well, the stem is an 8-lane urban freeway, and the leaves are just individual suburban streets. Oh, and there's also a monorail in the middle. Oh, and between The Point and Nakheel Mall, there are no stations. So then, how do people living on the leaves get on this thing? Well, it's a rhetorical question, of course. Just like the real suburbs in America, this thing was built around cars. And the second palm, the Jebel Ali, will be more the same. And then there are the World Islands, of course, which are just a complex of tiny islands for the ultra-rich.
We watched this one.
And, oh my god, this looks outright post-apocalyptic.
Thanks to
Jesus
resub
Christ.
Little Lamb.
Oh, and there's a third palm under construction if the two weren't enough. Oh, and by the way, the sand they use for the palms is not desert sand. They can't use it because the grains are too big. Instead, they have to get the sand from the seafloor. And they achieve this by sucking it up with these big tanker ships. And also annihilating acres of marine life in the process.
Yeah, but
and
it
by
looks
the way,
cool.
These palm islands were built on top of natural coral reefs, which they just ended up basically burying. Oh, and according to NASA measurements, all these islands are sinking at a rate of 5 millimeters per year.
Wow, not
And
bad.
by the way, have you heard about this thing called the rising sea levels?
No, it's
Environment
fake.
Agency Abu Dhabi, under the
It
most
doesn't
severe
exist.
climate change scenario, nearly all of Dubai, including
Thanks
the
to Tier
Palm
1
Islands,
Marauder and
would be
Tier 1 Malachi,
underwater.
the prime
Alright, so let me
potato.
get this straight. You had all the money and power in the world to create anything, and you have paid money to annihilate a coral reef to build a sinking suburb on top
What does
of
that
it.
mean, Uncle?
Perhaps I treated you too harshly. And here's the kicker about these islands. That's right, I'm still not done. Why build them on the sea to begin with? I mean, you have the desert. You have all the space you will ever need. So why not just build the palms inverted into the land? You know, having the actual body of the palm not out of sand, but out of water.
'Cause it looks
would look
cooler.
Just as impressive
No.
from space, and it wouldn't even demolish all the aquatic life. Hang on
Disagreed.
a second, they did do something like this already, just below the palm tree. And, oh no, these are American-style suburbs? Oh man. I can't believe it. They took the worst urbanism practices from the US and they implemented it one-to-one.
Whoa,
And they actually
there's-
have all the circles
let's
of
not get
urbanism
carried
happening
away.
here. Copy-paste housing, cul-de-sacs, giant highways cutting through the area, no public transportation, a 12-lane arterial road, Jesus Christ. And so this will be our segue to...
He's convinced me. Dubai sounds like ass. Oh my god. What the
Dubai's
fuck?
urbanism in general is just complete bonkers. It's kind of its own little bubble, really. A
I don't-
strange
it
little
doesn't
rich people's
sound very
dystopia
nice.
in the desert. Take a look at this arrangement. Two sections of skyscrapers separated by a 20-something lane freeway, and behind it a bunch of
Thanks to
cul-de-sac
the resub,
suburbs and
Saxy.
golf courses.
And thank you
It's
for the
this
bit zero.
strange mixture between Futurama and evil Los Angeles. And this just makes me feel so
You just had a
frustrated
wedding in
because all
Dubai and
that
they
money
cleared
and
out a
all that
building
power,
and
they could have
streets to
done
make
so
way for
much
poop
more and
trucks.
So much better than this. The way I understand
That's
it,
amazing.
the motive behind building all this flashy stuff was to
Wow.
try and increase tourism, to help the Emirates economy transition away from oil revenues, which is, you know, fair enough. But then why not build something truly unique? Something that isn't just a big dumb tower of glass and steel, or a couple dozen suburban streets on sinking sandbanks, or gigantic malls or golf courses. Imagine a city with full-on historic Arabic Golden Age architecture with modern elements.
Oh,
Okay,
that-
this is concept art from Diablo 3, but
Horrible, it looks horrible.
I have seen skyscrapers, malls,
Oh my God, what a
suburbs,
piece of shit.
urban freeways, or
I don't
golf
even see a
courses
poop
before.
truck.
What I haven't seen is a historical or at least historicist Arab city. That would be a great way of spending all those petrol dollars, or at least a better way, I would say. And that might even attract a more quality crowd instead of the oligarchs, trust fund babies, and Novo-Irish idiots. Okay, that's a bit unfair, but Dubai right now is not exactly a haven of intellectualism, so to speak. By the way, did you know
Nowhere
that only
is.
10% of the Emirates population is actually Emirati? The other 90% being immigrants and expats. Well, actually, they're all immigrants.
Thanks to the
It's just
resub
that
Butter
white
and
people came up
Prime
with this word
Paris.
expat, so they don't have to call themselves immigrants abroad because that word is reserved for brown people.
He probably is
Speaking
zero.
of which, And this right here is my biggest problem with Dubai, the Emirates, and the Gulf states in general. All that luxury, wealth, and opulence you see all around you in Dubai.
This
rests
video
on
is
a
full of
mountain human
stereotype and
tragedies.
hate.
Poor people from third world countries such
What do
as
you mean?
India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh are
Seems
lured
like
in
he's just
by
hating
work
on the
agencies promising high
city.
wages and stable employment. People take loans from friends and family so they can cover the costs of their travel and work visa, usually more than $2,000, despite Emirati law requiring the companies to pay for those. Upon arrival, workers' passports are often confiscated, essentially trapping them inside the country. Workers are forced to work up to 12-hour shifts, up to 7 days a week, for $175 per month on
Wow!
average. Wage arrears are common,
Big bucks.
many workers not receiving money for months on end. To quote from a Human Rights Watch report, the impact on workers whose
Nigga
wages are
Prime
withheld for
Larry?
even 1
Or you said
month
Burger
is very
King?
serious. They immediately fall into arrears on the debt they owe recruiting agencies in their home countries. They incur additional interest, and they are unable to send money home for their families who depend on their income earned in the Emirates. In some cases, the non-payment of wages means that workers do not have money to buy food or basic goods and end up borrowing money just to survive. The COVID epidemic only made things worse. That and the oil price crashing left many workers jobless.
Is there some
Consequently, many were
kryptonite?
abandoned by their former employers. They now spend their days in half-abandoned worker camps on the outskirts of the city. Only volunteers and their food donations standing between them and starvation.
Jesus Christ. What does that mean? That's a Fed you just mentioned now, Charlie? What is it? I don't... What's that in reference to? That's a Fed. What are you talking about? I was gonna look something up though real quick. Thanks for the gift sub, Drifter. What is the average salary of Dubai? Because maybe $100 a month is good. Wow! The average salary in Dubai is 17,000 per month. That's of AED, so roughly 4.5k a month USD. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Not bad. That's just for like a normal entry-level job in Dubai. The average is roughly 4.5k USD a month, according to this report, which is AET International. But remember, stuff is kind of expensive there. True, yeah. What is the cost of living? Cost of living is single person monthly cost without rent, roughly $1,000. To be fair, that's not horrible. That is not bad for the average salary and the cost of living. That isn't bad. I thought it was going to be like a lot more. But I guess with rent it could really pop off. No, I didn't even see that Camino. It didn't come through for me, I don't think. Oh, you're right. I didn't see that. So they get that impounded and converted. That's a pretty cool fact. Dubai is such an interesting place. After watching this video, it seems like a place I would hate to live, though. If I have to wait for the poop truck to come around. And if it's sinking. Doesn't sound optimal. Thanks to Resubplex. You gonna paint your nails like Ludwig? I didn't plan on painting them. And I can't click links mercenary. Just tell me what it is in the chat.
A Guardian article quotes a construction worker called Hassan. He says, "Guests on and off visit
Thanks
can
to
give
Resub
something,
Fuego.
but when nobody comes, we have to starve. We have nothing." All this just a few kilometers away from the 7-star hotels, the world's tallest
Wow, look at that.
skyscraper, the world's biggest mall, and the golf courses for rich foreigners. According to the estimates of the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative, between 2012 and mid-2018, more than 10 Indian workers died in Gulf countries every single day. And these are just the Indians. In addition to that, a Jezebel article goes on to say that at least 2 Indians commit suicide every single week.
Holy shit.
A number, they say, that is simultaneously both shocking yet unsurprising.
Thanks to resub
They
spikes.
show photos of the accommodation
Wet in
the
tier
workers
1
have to
Phoenix.
endure, unfit even for animals. A harsh contrast to Instagram's parallel universe. They call this system modern slavery, and I'm afraid they are correct. This, and the previously mentioned issues, but especially this, is why I hate the Emirates, and especially fucking hate Dubai. The city of Dubai is a fucking joke, one that's unusually cruel. It's a twisted parody of everything wrong with modern humanity. I'll leave you with a poem from Bertolt Brecht, written in
Well, leave me with a Burj
1935,
Khalifa poem.
titled Questions from a Worker, who reads, Who built Thebes of the 7 gates? In the books you will
Thanks to
read
Prime
names of
Marsala.
kings. Did the kings haul up the lumps of rock? And Babylon, many times demolished, who raised it up so many times? In what houses of gold glittering Lima did its builders live? Where, the evening that the Great Wall of China was finished, did the masons go? Great Rome is full of triumphal arches. Who erected them? Over whom did the Caesars triumph? Had Byzantium, much praised in song, only palaces for its inhabitants? Even in fabled Atlantis, the night that the ocean engulfed it, the drowning still cried out for their slaves. The young Alexander
This is a
conquered
poem?
India. Was he alone? Caesar defeated the Gauls. Did he not even have a cook with him? Philip of Spain wept when his armada went down. Was he the only one to weep? Frederick II won the 7 Years'
Hey,
War.
thanks for the long time of
Who
watching,
else
Cobb.
won it? Every page a victory. Who cooked the feast for the victors? Every 10 years a great man. Who paid the bill? So many reports, so many questions.
Thanks to the Prime Alpha Jack.
Thank you for
That
watching.
wasn't a very cool
I'm
poem.
sorry the video took such a dark turn in the end, but as I was looking up stuff for Dubai for the video, I kept encountering more and more just alarmingly fucked up information. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, thank you for watching once again, and please like
That
and
was
subscribe
interesting.
if you haven't already, and do
I didn't know anything about Dubai. And now I don't know anything about Dubai, but I know a lot of fucked up stuff about it.